Jeff, your audio's out.
Huh. That face.
Hello? What? Hello.
That face was beautiful.
Hi.
Look at that no-ass having son of a bitch over there.
But yeah, that's
What a
fantastic.
time to be alive.
Hey everyone, welcome to the new episode of You Hate to See It. I'm Adam.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Nick.
And this week I am drinking Virtue Cider Michigan Apple Ale.
That's a lot of words and a lot of complication.
Drinking Samuel Adams Summer Ale, which is like Jenna Summer Shandy. And then I have this thing because I found it in the
What is that?
Malibu Splash.
Is it good?
Let's find out.
Ooh, that was good.
All right, I'll pull that for the.
That's much sweeter than I thought.
So, a little bit of context. Again, the closer we get to not needing to record virtually, the more we make it better. We now have webcams that can look at each other, and it actually helps now. Also, we made the Discord server a lot better, but we're not going to be recording virtually much longer. So,
Yeah, no, that shit was tasty. Probably pound through that real fast.
All right. So today Nick said that he wanted to start off our topics this week. So
I don't remember if I mentioned it on the podcast. I had to clear out my entire crawl space because it flooded, because the sump pump broke. Because of that, there was a lot of wood and crap that we put on the fucking curb last week. The garbage people didn't take it because it needed to be cut down and shit, and I didn't know that, so whatever. I just left it there over the weekend. I'm like, fuck it, I'll take care of that when I get back. And I come home, and they made that note, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll figure out what to do with it. I'll probably just chop it down and burn it in my own backyard. And I had planning coming home from work today to move it off of the curb into the garage to let it dry out, and then it would burn easier this weekend. I checked the mail as a good homeowner does. Oh, actually, let me get the note real quick. I'm gonna go read the note for you guys. Okay, so you hate to see it, gentlemen. Anyway, this is the beautiful note my neighbor left to the homeowner of my address.
what's your address?
Oh, shit. If you choose to live like white trash, move to a trailer park. People in this neighborhood take care and pride of their property. Pick up your garbage always, all caps. The village will be notified. I then proceeded to stand in my driveway for about 20 minutes, making dead eye contact with every neighbor that came into their homes or left their homes. Every single one of them.
So, I bet you it is your communist neighbor. And to get back at him, I think the best thing to do is in the middle of the night. I'm assuming you can probably do this with just a fucking screwdriver or maybe a claw hammer. Go take off that panel he spent the whole weekend putting onto his shed. His life again.
We need to provide context for that. When Jeff lived with me, this fucking commie neighbor spent about 4 months putting the same panel back onto his shed, taking it off, putting it back on again. For 4 months, while Jeff and I worked nights. He did it at like 9 in the morning.
It's also not like he ever took it off and like sanded it down or like cut off a piece of like make it fit better. He always just took it back off and then next day he's putting it back on. It's a small piece too. It's not like it's a whole wall or like a big ass piece of plywood. No, like top corner peak part, just for no reason, just kept taking it on and off. And then I yelled at him for being a commie. So
also, would you consider this to be old people handwriting?
It's cursive.
Yeah.
So yeah, because they stopped teaching cursive when we were
But
in
I write
elementary
cursive.
school.
I write cursive.
Well, you're like one of the weirdest millennials I've ever known. Then
It's quicker to write cursive.
Might be
It flows quicker.
I can fucking read it again.
it's quicker. It's quicker to just not write at all.
So yeah, I feel like I know who it is. Like it's the commie neighbor. So I was very tempted to just scratch on the back of the note in like crazy ass handwriting. Say it to my face, you coward. And just fucking throw it on their front lawn.
What if it's the Nazi?
I don't.
You have a
I don't think her hands are steady enough to write like this. She's geriatric.
Yeah, literally, Nick lives in between a communist and a Nazi.
Hey. Could be survivor, could be sympathizer. We don't know. It could go either way.
It's so true. But yeah, for more context of me calling him a communist, so there was there's a day that friends over at Nick's house after one of our night shifts, and it's like probably like noon. Honestly, I think I was hammered because we were.
we were hammered. All right.
So it's like noon, and this dude's out like putting this like piece up. I'm standing there talking to Nick. I was like, dude, it's been like 3 weeks of him putting this damn thing on and off. Like
Every day. It's every day he was doing it.
He's like, it's probably because he's a fucking socialist. And I just, at the top of my lungs, I was like, and you're a fucking communist and you can't put together the fucking shed. And then
We're maybe 20 feet away from him. Like, not even. It's across the fence. It's on...
he never took the piece off again, though.
Oh my god. God, I fucking hate this.
You hate to see it.
Oh, you fucking hate to see it. Oh my god, fuck them.
Oh.
So I moved all of the wood into the garage, but I left the carpet.
I would have built a hut. I would have just built a hut out of.
I put it
all
in
the
his
wood.
yard.
Well, if it's not him that wrote the note, then
Yeah, that's the only. Like, I'm like 80% certain.
That's why you take a piece and put it in everyone's yard.
Like I'm just standing in the middle of the street, just wild eyeing every neighbor's house.
Fuck people.
Just oh my god, it's been there maybe a week, maybe one singular week, and oh. Next party at my house, we're gonna show him what fucking white trash is. We're gonna fucking show this man what the fuck white trash is. Oh my god.
Bring a trailer.
Yeah. Adam, while we're burning the wood this weekend, all we're doing is blasting Leonard Skinner.
We'll see. I don't know if I'm showing up anymore, but we'll find out.
Oh, you bitch. I need a handsaw.
I might be going to Wisconsin.
Can I at least just get the handsaw?
No.
Oh, I hate you.
You can buy it for like $15.
You can rent them from Home Depot.
Like just a handsaw?
Yeah.
Like a chainsaw.
All he needs is just the circular saw.
Oh yeah, you can.
I have to like burn a couple tables
Like normal handsaw. It was
and like 2x4s.
Oh, you're like when he actually has to put effort into using? No, Nick would never do that.
Shit, you right.
God. Oh my god. When you come home to that, I'm just like, I immediately text these two. We're about to we're about to go in on fucking old ass people if they ever approach my property again. I'm about to buy a Ring camera, and if anyone ever comes at my property again, oh boy.
I'd love to see what you would do. Honestly, you would be more afraid than they would probably because
I'd run out in my underwear with my gun. You better fucking back the fuck off.
Yeah, and then you'd run back inside and be like, I just had a fucking anxiety attack. I don't know what just happened.
Fucking no, and they put it in the mailbox, which means it's a federal crime. They committed a felony.
Yeah, call the cops. Fuck them. Hey, if it's either the Nazi or the commie, I bet you their fingerprints are on file anyway.
I was gonna say, fuck that. Just take it straight up to your FBI headquarters.
Hey, FBI, if you're listening.
Oh yeah, they're here. We have our webcams on.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Actually, our FBI agent is Craig.
Probably.
I hope so.
Nick, should we go over our fucking fun-filled weekend?
Oh
Crazy.
my god. Ooh.
Talk about that game-winning beer pong shot I had, though.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
I
That
think
was
that's something that needs
fucking
to be talked about.
dope. I forgot about that. This weekend was so fucking good. I was blasted out of my fucking mind. Oh my god. Oh, it was fucking crazy.
I was there like half an hour before you guys.
Yeah, you made people cry.
What?
I made a girl cry within before Justin, Nick, and Will even got there.
Like to the point where she was crying pretty much all night.
Jeff, what you do?
I wish I could remember, my friend. I like just got. She came in to because I was just talking to Allison in the house, and they were all out like swimming in the lake and shit. And they came in like one by one basically to like grab like alcohol and stuff and like introduce themselves, and then finally, finally, we using names here. We name dropping.
Nah, eh, eh.
All right, well, last one walked in and was talking to us, and she was just like, kind of like talking shit about herself every once in a while and stuff. And then I just made a joke of like based off one of the things she said, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go cry now," but she said it in like a really joking way, and then she legitimately grabbed like finished her drink and walked out the front door, and we could see through the front door, and she got into the back seat of her vehicle, and we were like, what the fuck? We opened the front door, like, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm just crying. And I was like, well, good job for you on getting in the back seat, because if you're in the front, it's a DUI. So but yeah, she like, yeah, she went into her back seat and cried. So she ended up coming back in and saying, like, apparently she had recently broken up with like her boyfriend of like 7 years and stuff, and like it was more of that than anything. She's like, "You didn't make me cry," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm sure I didn't."
Oh my god.
Everyone kept telling me like it wasn't my fault, and I was like, when you say something and someone leaves and cries, it's your fault.
Anyway, fast forward to like 4 hours later, Jeff and I kicked ass at beer pong.
But man, with that honestly, like I'm really surprised. We went that hard for that long the first night. Like I was very surprised.
Bro, we were up until like 5 in the morning.
And we slept till 7 and then picked it
Yeah,
right.
we were up for literally slept for like 2-3 hours and then immediately started again.
Nick woke up to go to the bathroom and got up. I just got up because I was sleeping on a fucking air mattress that was like deflating as I was laying on it. So I just got up and grabbed a beer and walked out onto the back porch and just sat there.
I immediately woke up and I'm like, I'm just gonna go sit on the back porch with a beer.
Oh god, can we talk about that fucking goddamn trek and a half just to get to Taco Bell?
Oh my god, this fucking town is in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Like, we thought college was bad. This place is so much worse.
Yeah, out of
Oh
the,
my.
the lake is you go through 27 right turns just to get out. Only right turns, by the way. Like
It doesn't make sense. It really does. And then you take right turns to get back also. It's a maze. It's a little fucking capsule in time.
the Taco Bell is less than 5 miles away. It took 20 minutes to fucking get there.
It was so fucking weird. We also passed a high school graduation.
Oh my! We think that could have been
Perhaps.
for all I fucking know. Because the thing is like, so the school was over there, and like a mile down the road was the fucking parking lot where all the vehicles were. They were playing the graduation music in front of the fucking high school, and then there was everyone and their fucking mom on the back of a fucking tractor and someone's fucking truck bed. There's signs. There's people like along the highway. I was like, is there a fucking parade we're just like ruining right now? No one's moving. Everyone's just like chilling. Like people are drinking alcohol on the side of the road at this. I'm like, what in the fuck is
Jeff
going?
almost committed a murder in Family Dollar.
Oh, that was also awful. That whole fucking. Oh my god.
Jeff, we also all almost committed homicides and or murdered.
And then on the way back, I tried to find the high school again, and it just wasn't fucking there.
Jeff, would you like to tell the story about getting on some random dude's boat at 2 in the morning?
I don't know if that's something that should ever be spoken about again. That was so fucking crazy.
That was some whack ass shit.
Basically, Nick and I should have died this weekend.
Oh my god. Also, Allison and another girl are fucking idiots.
Well, yeah. We know
Oh my
Allison's
God.
an idiot.
But no, like, we just kept, like, we sat down to try to play, like, drinking card games and stuff, and that shit just was not working out. Everyone was on a fucking different level, and Nick and I were finally just like, let's just go hard drink at the, fucking island over there where all the alcohol is. And, fuck. So we got up, we went over, we made some mixed drinks, one girl made us some Irish car bombs. We took those. Mine coagulated faster than anything humanly possible. Like, by the time it even hit my fucking lips, that shit was fucking like cottage cheese. I was like, what the fuck? So then Nick and I just started basically just pounding drinks on our own over on the island. And then finally, let's play some beer pong. I was like, I'll play some beer pong. And Nick's like, I'll be your partner. I was like, all right. We won the first game. And then everyone was like, you guys can't fucking, no. And then, like, 2 other people came up. And it was going, like, Nick and I in the second game could not fucking make a shot for, like, the first, like, 6 fucking turns. Like, shit was just not going on. And then it finally came down to, like, they had to score 2 cuts, we had to score 1. And we were playing by the rules that if you get the ball back on the table, you have to do, like, a behind-the-back shot with it. I got the ball back. And I did a behind the back shot after Nick had already shot and sank his. I did a behind the back shot and fucking sank it into the cup, and it was just an automatic win. And then no one else wanted to play beer pong that entire night.
We went fucking in.
What a
I'm
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm building a beer pong table for our next party.
It was like the world's
Perfect.
tallest beer pong table. It was like,
Yeah, it was so short. It was like 5 feet.
So this one's gonna be short because it's a door.
It'll
yeah,
be-
of course. The white trash way. We're bringing it to Nick's house. So
We
yeah,
also perfect, wonderful. We can burn it in my neighbor's
Nick,
yard.
we're gonna have an annual thing at your house called the Nick's
The white trash bash.
the white trash.
Yes.
It's just gonna be held all over your property.
We gotta fucking cook a pig in the front yard.
I'll bring my smoker and we'll just do it literally in the middle of your front yard.
No.
Perfect.
We're gonna get like a full fucking pig and skewer it and then rotate it on a fire.
I gotta make sure none of this violates village law, so that way when the neighbors come out and bitch, I can be like, "It's my property."
We're
My
all
property.
gonna sit there in our underwear roasting a pig on a fire.
And then somehow they're gonna petition after the second one and somehow get you fucking kicked out of your own house.
It was such a nice neighborhood.
We're proud in this neighborhood, Nick.
Yeah, we're proud. We take. Hold on, what was it?
We always take care of our garbage.
Take care and pride of their property. Go fuck yourself. Oh my god. Oh.
Grammatically correct.
This is what happens when your house floods, Nick. Don't fucking do that again.
Yeah, I know. Shame on me for having my sump pump break. Fucking truly, shame on me. How dare I? It makes me so angry.
You hate to see it.
You really do.
Ooh.
No drink to that.
Ugh.
So how did it end up that me, you, and Justin all stripped down to just our underwear and jumped in the lake? How did that?
That's a
I don't-
fantastic question. That is a wonderful question.
And then we just ended up doing it because you didn't. No, you brought swim trunks. Will didn't.
No,
and then-
I didn't bring swim trunks. Will did.
I think
No,
it
I
was
don't think Will did either.
because I think like they're all like, you guys. Well, you didn't bring swim trunks, so you can't go in like the lake. Like that's so lame. We could go like late night swimming.
And then one of us hit him with the bet.
And then Justin's like, bet I'll go in right now. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I don't see why not.
Yeah. God.
I think that's how it went down. It honestly could have gone any other way. That part
I
of
think I burned a smiley face into my stomach.
Oh
How?
my god.
Sunscreen.
Yeah, but why did you put it in the smiley face on your stomach?
Because I'm an idiot.
Because alcohol.
Yeah, because alcohol.
Because Berta.
Berta.
Also, we were supposed to be doing shots to all the other ones.
I have to DM in like 2 hours, and I still have so much to do for it.
What are you talking about, Nick? This is live,
No,
11,
yeah, you're right.
11 a.m. Central Time
Yeah, I have to.
on a
I have
Monday
to
morning.
DM. I have to DM the session about 2 hours before. It's for all the people at work, really. I have to DM a. I have to DM a session for all of the executives. I also have to figure out how to weigh die so that way they all roll nat 20 and I get a promotion.
That's the type of company I want to fucking work for. I get to go DM a session for my executives.
And if they win, I get a promotion.
So losing in D&D though.
Yeah,
Yes,
dying.
I've done it. Yeah, I've done it because of you.
True. I can't deny these things. I'm trying to think of what else happened. I mean, like, yeah, we went into the river, or the lake, small ass lake.
It was nice. It was very pretty. The storm before.
Then there was that
Was-
catastrophe of me and Justin trying to get him onto the fucking trampoline while there's a ladder on the other side, but we're too
Oh
stubborn.
my god! Just
There's a ladder on the other side to get up here, and Justin's like, "Nope, I'm getting up this way." And like, I was literally just holding. I was like, "Just climb up," and he just kept slipping. I'm just holding him. I'm like, "You're literally like 3/4 of the way here. Just throw your leg over." He would just fall back in. It was a constant battle of just pure bullshit.
pure idiocy. Not Meg, you dumb bitch. Get over here. I'll just hold
Why?
it until we're done.
At least my dog is the name of the place of Jesus Christ. Your dog's a stripper.
Mine are the bombing sites of World War.
Remember when we almost named one of our dogs for the podcast Auschwitz?
Yeah.
Somehow that one was stepping over a line.
Yeah.
Your weekend.
So I worked.
Lame ass.
Have you guys ever heard of this online subscription box called Hunt a Killer?
Yeah.
So Morgan and I we ordered it and we figured we were just gonna save. We ordered like a whole series, which is 6 boxes, and we figured we would just save them all until we had them, and then try and do everything at the same time. And so we did the first box this weekend, and let me tell you, it's fucking insane. Like, it's so much fun. It's based off of a real crime, or like it is a real crime that happened, that they structure it just enough to make it like 6 episodes. And right now it's called Class of '98. And what happened was this guy
I don't know
was
if you can
murdered.
talk about it on a podcast since people use it as a sponsor. I don't know if you're supposed to talk about the episodes.
I mean, it was just this Class of 1998. Guy was killed at his high school reunion.
Oh, I hope that happens to me at my high school reunion.
Me too. But
I failed at the word reunion.
it's really cool though. It has it comes with like the yearbook, and like it's all real names, and it's the real yearbook that they had, and they show you the actual sheriff's documents and stuff, and it's really cool. I enjoy it. We got through the first box. We still got to do the other 5, but good times.
That sounds almost better than what Nick and I did.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather be playing beer pong because Jeff and I are undefeated at beer pong. So
Well, now me and Jeff, I feel like Jeff's the winning condition in all of these beer pong battles.
Nothing
Now,
you and I, so
I have a pretty good batting average at beer. I'm probably 75%ish.
you know what's better than 75? 100.
Fuck, do you remember playing beer pong at that frat that frat house? No, you don't. Jeff's like, I do not remember that.
Depends on the frat house. Like,
At Oaken's frat house.
on Halloween or whatever.
Yeah, where we all dressed up as Letterkenny.
Yeah, what a time to be
Oh
alive.
yeah, I didn't go to that one.
Yeah, because we were gonna make you be Squirrely Dan, and you didn't have overalls because you were a bitch. That's also the night did I black out that night?
I mean,
Probably.
Yeah. I think I did. I think that was the hashtag Where's Adam night.
No, that was
Well, that was
homecoming.
homecoming.
You're right. Then I didn't black out that night.
I went back to my dorm room and played Red Dead.
Yeah, that sounds like some bullshit you would have done.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was the release day of fucking Red Dead. I'm sorry.
It was the release day of your testicles too, and you missed it. So now you have to wait 20 more years for them to drop again.
Oh.
So yeah. So speaking of homecoming and blacking out, fun times. Yeah, that was a night I fucking we still don't know where I was at for 2 hours.
Really, for a long time, thought I had it all planned out of where you were, but then I found my keys and that took out those 2 hours. So
Yeah. No. So
over like a year later, I found my keys.
yeah.
Oh
So
wait, was this
I
sophomore? Was this junior or senior year?
this is junior year for me.
yeah, it would have been our senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
we didn't
so
know you then.
I showed up at the tailgate at 9 a.m. I had parked there a week in advance with the fucking grill in the trunk of my car. Parked there in a week in advance so we had a good spot. And then I show up at 9 a.m. because all of you fuckers are supposed to show up at 9:30, and then at 10:30 you guys show up. So I was already kind of drunk by the time you guys got there.
Homecoming starts on like Friday morning, so we had been drinking the entire day before, got fucked the night before. Somehow Adam got up at 9.
I
No.
got up and I walked all the way there because my car was there.
Honestly, a large portion of why we were probably late was the fact that I had to carry the propane tank from our house to the tailgate.
I also started work at like 8.
Do you know how fucking odd it probably was to see me all the way across campus, by the way? Just a big ass dude just walking with a fucking filled propane tank. Like, oh, I wonder what the fuck that guy's doing. He's walking past
Yeah.
literally every important building.
Yeah, so literally at 9:15, and I was texting Justin. I was like, "When the fuck are you guys gonna get here?" And because Justin the night before had been like, "I promise we'll be there by 9:30," and I was like, "I'm showing up at 9, so you better fucking be there." He's like, "I promise." And then at 9:15, he's like, "We're gonna be there at like 9:45." I'm like, "Okay." And so I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start drinking then." So I'm starting drinking at fucking 9 a.m. And then every 10 minutes, Justin texts me and he pushes the time further back that you guys are going to show up. So I'm just like, I don't care anymore. You guys showed up, and I'm like, woo! And we throw everything together. We start fucking grilling and shit.
Yeah, by the time I got there, you were sitting in a chair, just drinking out of a solo cup with your in the cooler. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm in a lawn chair behind my car. I'm the only human being there at the time, but I definitely thought we were gonna get fucked up ahead of time. So
I had to walk through a fucking neighborhood I've never even walked. I never had to walk through, but I remember walking out after just filling up my cup, and I was just like gonna walk home and drink it. And by the time you get to the gates to leave, they're like, you have to dump out whatever's in your cup. You can't leave with alcohol. And I was like walking, and then like they were like, you got to dump it out, and I was like, no. And I just chugged the entire cup, and then had a
and then,
walk back home.
and then you stole a cone.
Yep.
Which is sitting in my basement right now. And then I drove the grill back. and then started unloading everything at your guys' house, and I was like, fuck, now I'm tired, because literally this is now like 1:30, and I've been drinking since 9.
In the morning, by the way. This is like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. And I was like, shit, I'm tired. So we all took a community nap for 2 hours in the house. Yeah, we were all cuddled up between cots, beds, and the couch. Like, there was
No, we were all in the living room. We were all on the couches, a corner couch, and then we had 2 more couches, and then like the like reclining chair, and then someone brought a cot down.
Yeah, and we were all passed the fuck out. And then we woke, and then we fucking, we wake up at, or like we start drinking again, and then at like 6 o'clock, everyone's like, hey, let's go to Oaken's frat house. So we walk there, and then by 6:30, I had blacked out.
That is not what happened on Homecoming. We did not go to his frat house.
So, not everyone went. It was me, Grace, Oaken, Mandy, and only a couple more people. You weren't there, Jeff. But yeah, and I blacked out while I was there. And Grace told me that I like just left the frat house without saying a single thing to anyone at like 7:15. So for roughly 30 to 45 minutes, I was blacked out at the frat house playing with a puppy.
Is it the? Oh no, this isn't the night. Is this the night where you had all my shit in your bag, and you got stopped, or is that a different night?
No, that was Halloween.
Yeah,
And yeah, no, and then we I went missing until like what 9:30 or something, and arrived back at the party house, and then was there until 10:30, and then vanished again. And we're assuming I went home at that point because I woke up at 4 a.m. stone cold sober.
That's probably when I went to bed.
So I'm assuming I went home and went to bed at that point. And then we've pieced together my life after between 6:30 and 9:30 or whatever the fuck. And 2 hours of that is still gone. But no, speaking of me getting stopped by a cop on Halloween, yeah, we're all dressed up, and I'm at the house partying, and then Peter came out to visit that weekend. And Peter came out that weekend, and I had just opened up a bottle of alcohol, and then about 5 minutes later, Peter texts me. He's like, "Hey, I'm at your place." I'm like, "Fuck! I have to go let him into my place, but I just opened up this alcohol, and I don't want to get drugged." So I was like, "Well, as long as I don't drink out of it, I should be fine." And I threw the bottle into my pocket and started walking, because there was a lot of people at the house that night. So I was like, I don't want this to be left just sitting around. So I'm like, and I didn't want to chug it either because it was freshly opened. So as I'm walking back to my house, which is 2 fucking blocks, a cop sees the bottle sticking out of my pocket, and he pulls me over. He's like, yeah, I'm walking, and I'm also sober at the time.
Also, you live 2 blocks away.
Yeah, and this cop happened to pass me, see the neck of the bottle sticking out of my pocket, pull me over, and I explained the situation to him, and he's like, "I gotta have you dump that out." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I pour out the bottle, and I was kind of upset by that. And then I had a drawstring backpack on, and Jeff had no pockets. So I had all of Jeff's shit in my drawstring backpack. And they go and they're like, "Can we check out your backpack for a second?" And I was like, "Sure." They pull it out. I don't even think about it. I have a brownie in a plastic bag. And the cops are searching my backpack. I was like, "Well, shit." And then they pull out my stuff, ask me questions about my ID and everything, and I was good. And then they pull out a second wallet, and first of all, it took me a second to remember why I had a second wallet. And they're like, who's Jeff? It's like, oh, my buddy has no pockets. It's fine. I'm just carrying his shit for him. And they're like, oh, okay. And then the main officer turns back around and is still talking to me and questioning me. And his like assistant officer is rifling shit through my backpack still, and she pulls out a plastic baggie with a brownie, and I just look at her. I'm like, oh shit, and she just gives me a wink and puts it back in the backpack. I was like, oh,
Did she really do that?
yeah. She just winked at me and put it back in the backpack and said nothing. I was like, oh, thank God. And the officer let me go then after I poured out my bottle of alcohol, but I think just because I was sober and my story checked out that I didn't want to be drugged at a party, so
I mean, I guess if we're really gonna wrap this up, we gotta talk about the oh so wonderful week-long snowstorm that happened, where we had all of our classes canceled for like a week, so we're all hammered the entire.
Yeah, we're all
well, and halfway through that week, we were fucking.
It was we all like PS4s and TVs in the living room. We
Yeah.
never left the house. Adam decides to go get something from his house, but he's driving his car back 2 blocks again. He gets.
I just show up after slipping and falling in the snow.
By the way, at this point, there's over like 8 inches of snow on the fucking ground.
Oh, it was at least like a foot and a half. It had to have been at least a foot.
He calls me. He's like, "Hey, I'm stuck. I'm kind of in my parking spot, but like I'm stuck like half in the road. Can you guys help me get it like all the way to the parking spot?" We're like, "Fine, whatever." We all get our shit on. Me, Justin, Nick start walking, and on the way,
Well, hold on. So from my like, I had slid sideways down my road and ended up stopping perfectly facing my parking spot. But I'm sideways in the road facing my parking spot, and I couldn't go forward, and it's just enough up a hill right to a brick wall. So I was like, I'm not gonna floor it because if I catch it, I'm fucked. So I was like, I need help. And then I waited 45 minutes.
so yeah, during that 45 minutes, we're trekking 2 blocks to get there, and there's this lady who's like stuck on like trying to get into her parking lot, but she's
I
stuck.
think she lived like a block away.
So she got stuck, and so we had the shovels and stuff, and like me, Nick, and Justin were like, "Fine, we'll help you real quick." It takes 45 minutes to get this bitch unstuck from just trying to go into a parking lot.
She also has no shoes.
At this time, we can also just see Adam's apartment from where we're at, and Adam just walks up. He's like, "Guys, I got it." Some dude helps. We're like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
So we're unstuck, and
You
then
guys had to help this lady like 3 times get unstuck. And while this is happening, this fucking guy comes up with a plow attached to the front of his pickup, and I have a big fucking tire on the back of my Jeep. So he just comes up, lines up the plow to just hit my tire, and just pushes me forward up into my parking spot. I was like, I got in, and you guys were literally like at the end of the T, like of my street. Like I literally could turn and see the car stuck that you guys were helping instead of me.
He also got stuck again.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Like
She-
10 minutes later.
she gets unstuck, and we see her drive down the road. So we turn around. Adam no longer needs our help, so we're walking back. And we hear her get stuck again. We all turn our heads to the left and see her stuck in the other like entrance to the parking lot. We're like, this time it takes us and a plow to get her out, and that one takes like an hour. And then she starts to leave again. She drives past our the house. So we're walking
Didn't
back.
she get stuck again in the fucking crossway or the intersection?
Got stuck again, and we just said fuck it and just walked into the house.
We let the cops deal with that one.
We were like fucking.
And then I get back to my apartment or get back to my dorm, and like I'm talking to someone, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to talk to you for the rest of the fucking day or night until the morning because my phone is so wet it won't charge.
Yeah.
I was soaked through a jacket, 2 shirts, flannel pant, a flannel shirt, and a flannel jacket. I was soaked to the bone.
Yeah, it was. God, that
You
was
hate to see it.
It's a whole fun ass week of not having to do jack shit.
Oh yeah, we played League for like 10 hours a day.
You guys were playing. I don't even know what you guys were playing a lot, but I just sat there and played Spider-Man and GTA 5.
Yeah, you played those while we played Skyrim. So
Yeah.
Skyrim. We were all just chilling in the living room.
Oh my god,
Those were the days.
those were
Yeah.
good times.
Back when we could drink a lot and not be judged.
Yeah, now we're alcoholics.
Yeah,
Oof.
fucking rude. Or actually, apparently we're white trash.
You are.
Or I'm white trash.
Yeah, just you.
Don't
Yeah,
put
I'm
that.
white trash.
Don't put that title on Jeff and I.
Little, I should just write back. I'm Mexican. Just leave the note.
Take it away, Adam.
Thank you so much for listening to the Hate to See It podcast. We are available wherever you find podcasts. Go to anchor.fm/H82CIT for all of our links. We upload every single Monday, and then we upload on YouTube every Friday if you don't like listening to podcasts on podcast platforms, which makes you weird, but okay. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at YOUH82CIT. You can tweet at us and tell us how terrible we are doing, especially Nick. Tell him that a lot. If you really want to hear some bloopers from last week's story time, well, first you gotta make sure you listen to last week's story time, and then you come back here and listen to these bloopers that are playing right now.
Thanks, Craig. You and G. Kill me. Okay. Ad break. I hate all of you.
That better be on a blooper at the end.
How bad was that? So that was awful.
Nick, are you okay?
We're gonna go over the writing.
This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one.
I can't
Nick's
breathe.
throwing hats over here.
I can't breathe.
Do we know what he said either?
No, I don't think so. I honestly don't know. Off the top of my head, I have no fucking clue.
I can't breathe.
Nick can't even go 10 seconds without having a stroke.
I'm gonna lay down now.